You know, we British are very fine people. Oh, golly, yes. We are loyal, oh yes, and brave and honest. Oh, golly gumdrops, yes. And who I'm asking you is most loyal, most brave, and most honest. You're not knowing? I'm telling you, it is the British officer. Oh, yes, indeed, God save the King. You can trust the British officer through thick and thin, altogether very nearly. You know why? Because they are taught at mummy's knee not to look with sexy eyes at other man's wife. Oh, blimey, yes. They are taught when they are tiny like this. And that is why they forget. Colonel Saab has been looking at sexy eyes with Mrs. Wadilove Evans. She is wife of Major Wadilove Evans, and she has been looking at Colonel Saab with sexy eyes. It is a terrible sight to behold. And I've overheard it said in officers' mess that if they are ever discovered, they will suffer the most awful punishment. They will be drummed out of the brownies.
What are 7 nines?
Beg your pardon?
What are 7 nines?
Hang on a minute.
63, sir.
I beg your pardon?
63, sir.
Yes, of course they are.
Thanks awfully. You know, I sometimes think you ought to be the adjutant and I ought to be the battery sergeant major.
Don't move, Ashwood.
Good shot, sir.
It's not a good shot at all. You squashed it all over my new Saint book. Look, it's right on his halo.
I'm sorry, Ashwood.
Looks like he's wearing a busby, sir.
I don't think it's very funny.
Got a signal here, sir, from a Royal Artillery troop in Kohat. They've heard about our concert party and wants to know if we can give them a show.
Where on earth's Kohat?
Northwest Frontier, sir.
I don't want to trail up the northwest frontier, do you, Ashwood?
Do they have a lot of flies?
Plenty, sir.
Oh,
In that case, no.
Push it in the waste basket, will you?
Get out! Knock the door! Come in! What do you want bail on?
Sergeant Major Saab, Ma'am Saab, Wadilove Evans to see Colonel Saab.
What are you doing?
This is Wink, Sergeant Major Saab. You see, Sergeant Major Saab, I cannot close right eye and keep left eye open. So if I do not put hand over left eye, Saab, I do this. And this is not Wink, Saab. This is Blink.
Mrs. Wadilove Evans would like a word with you.
That is totally correct, Colonel Saab.
Ask her to come in, will you?
That's a Colonel Saab. Ma'am Saab, Wadilove Evans! Colonel Saab, most pleased to see you. Ma'am Saab, Wadilove Evans, Colonel Saab.
Get out!
Hello, Mrs. Wadilove Evans.
Morning, Colonel.
What brings you here?
The camp library. I was changing the books.
Ah, yes, yes. Very small, the camp library.
The lady would like to see you alone, sir. I'll make myself scarce, sir.
I'm not in the way, am I? Yes, I am. I'll go and inspect something.
Daphne.
Charles!
Oh.
Bite my ear, Charles.
Not here, somebody would see.
Oh, I don't care. My husband never bites my ear and it sends tingles all over my body.
Does it really? Good Lord.
बाप रे बाप कर्नल साहब तो काट रहे मेम साहब का here.
Charles, he's found out.
What about your ears?
About us. He's coming back from the Punjab. He arrives day after tomorrow.
I say, that's a bit off, isn't it?
Don't leave me, Charles.
No, of course not, but what are we going to do?
Let's have it out. Confront him, cards on the table, eyeball to eyeball.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's the only way, Charles.
Couldn't we write him a letter or something?
Oh, we must be strong. I must go now, but we must be strong.
Yes, of course.
Don't leave me, Charles. Don't ever leave me. Promise you won't ever leave me.
No, of course not.
Goodbye.
Sergeant Major, Ashwood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been thinking about those chaps in Kohat. I mean, they're just as important as anybody else. Let's go up there and give them a show, shall we?
Our love, I feel it everywhere.
Whoa! This is bloody murder, isn't it?
At least you've got something to hang on to.
Colonel Saab, Mem Saab, Body Love Evans, a fine upstanding white lady, is now looking very green.
Motion of the vehicle. You all right, Daphne?
I'm grinning and bearing it, Charles.
She's not doing much grinning.
Now, I know it's none of my business, but what's she doing here with us?
Perfectly simple and proper. She's in welfare, you know. She's a bigwig in libraries and that sort of thing.
Yes, sir. But I mean, why is she coming on a visit to a Royal Artillery troop in co-op with us?
She's going to change their books.
We've only got one book in our house. It's the rent book.
Sugden, King's regulations clearly state that gunners will not join in conversation with officers or warrant officers. So shut up!
Charles, I'm going to be icky poo.
Icky poo, oh good heavens, stop the truck!
Stop that truck!
Now look here, Gunner
Clark, sir.
Gunner Clark, can't you drive this damn thing more evenly?
Yes, you've no idea what it's like back there. You're making Mrs. Wallah Evans feel like a poo. So you're making me feel like a poo, too.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's the bumps and the potholes, you see.
It's jiggling the wheel that does it. I don't see why you have to jiggle the wheel.
So to avoid the potholes, he has to jiggle the wheel.
No, jiggle the wheel, jiggle the wheel.
I say, Sergeant Major, you're not supposed to impersonate me, you know.
I quite agree. Stop impersonating Captain Ashwood, Sergeant Major.
But I was not impersonating Captain Ashwood, sir. I was doing Gunner Graham.
Oh, I see. Well, they are a bit similar, I suppose. Come on, Leah.
I've been flung about too much, Charles. I never could stomach being flung about. I've always been the same, even at hunt balls with the Lancers.
Yes, those regular soldiers are a rough lot.
I think Madam is referring to a dance called the Lancers, sir.
I get awfully mixed up in that.
Listen, Daphne, I've told our driver to do the best he can, but there's bound to be more jiggling.
Colonel Saab, one time I was bearer to Captain Ludlow-Stuart. He was very rich man, and in his bungalow he had one beautiful Chinese vase made by Mr. Ming Saab. One day, Saab, we moved from Pune to Simla. And we put vase in tea chest, packed round tight on every side. Now, Saab, this vase made by Mr. Ming Saab never break until one day Mem Saab Ludlow-Stuart threw it at Captain Ludlow-Stuart when she found him as half-chat lady from Dehradun.
Shut up!
That chap has got some.
Where are we going to find a big fat tea chest?
One more word from you, Gunner Sugden, you spends the next 90 days in the glass
What we
house!
have to do is to pack Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans tightly on all sides to stop her wafting about so much.
However does you mean, sir?
Well, look, supposing we're in the lorry, and I'm seated here. Now, I can stop you wafting this way, can't I?
As long as you grasp me firmly, Charles.
Well, I could stop Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans wafting this way, sir.
It won't waft that way. The Sergeant Major has a wonderfully firm grip.
Ah, well, in that case, we mustn't waste him. Bombardier, you go that side, right? Now we want someone in front, not too tall.
Sugden, to the front. Move yourself, move yourself!
Now we want someone behind.
How about me, sir?
Not you, Ashwood. And not you, Sergeant Major.
Get a Parkin. To the rear of Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans. Move yourself, move yourself!
Good.
Mem Saab is grinning and bearing it jolly well, Colonel Saab.
Ashwood, you get hold of me. Right. Sergeant Major, you get hold of the Bombardier. Now, let's try some jiggling. How much further have we got to go?
135 miles.
Stand 135 miles with all us men pressed up against you, could you, Daphne?
I think I could steel myself, Charles.
Daphne, you're a brick. But we'll never get there before dark, will we?
I reckon about 50 miles of that is all any of us could stand, sir.
I quite agree.
Shut up!
Excuse me, sir. There's a place called Fort Kabut about 46 miles further on.
Right, we'll make for there.
Right, mount up and start. On the track, on the track!
Where the deer and the antelope play.
I'm not jiggling, Padders. You witness, I'm not jiggling, honest.
How are you getting on, Daphne?
Well, it helps a great deal having something else to think about.
Hello? What's that? On the skyline? It looks like a caravan.
I can only see 3 donkeys and a big white horse.
I'll tell the Colonel. Excuse me, sir. There's a small caravan ahead.
They don't have gypsies on the northwest frontier, do they, sir?
Do be quiet, Ashwood. What do you make of it, Sergeant Major?
Anybody see if they're armed?
My glasses are steamed up.
Shut up!
Look, to be on the safe side, I think we should turn around.
Stop the truck!
Stop the truck!
Stop the truck!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Right, now, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. They're probably friendly.
But Colonel Saab, they have guns with big long barrels.
On the other hand, they may not be friendly, so we'd better be rather careful.
Mackintosh, Evans! Keep them covered! Dismount! Beg pardon, sir. I think we should hide the woman.
What woman?
Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans, sir. Tribesmen might get ideas.
What sort of ideas?
You know, sir.
That's something, isn't it? Daphne, you better hide. Those tribesmen might get ideas.
I don't mind them getting ideas.
I do.
Best play safe, sir. Them tribesmen get a look in their eyes. There's no holding them. She better get under the tarpaulin.
Yes, get under the, that.
Salam!
Good afternoon. Tell the bearer to find out who they are and what they're doing.
Right, bearer. You heard what the colonel said. Bolo them, 'tis wasti.
अच्छा सन मेरे साथ
आप लोग क्या किस्म का काम करते हैं? हम लोग व्यापारी हैं। आपका कर्नल साहब बहुत ही बहादुर और खूबसूरत लगता है। हम लोग को बंदूक खरीदना है।
Colonel Saab, he says they are trading people and that you are very handsome and brave.
Thank you.
And can he buy your rifles?
I'm awfully sorry, they're not for sale.
बंदूक तो नहीं मिलेगा.
I am sorry, I couldn't stand that wretched dust a moment longer.
इधर औरत है।
Hello?
Daphne, get down.
It's too late, Colonel Saab. They have already seen Mem Saab Waddy-Love Evans.
He's getting ideas, sir.
How can you tell? Is it the look in their eyes?
Not entirely, sir.
Colonel Saab, he say he wished to buy the woman.
I'm sorry, we British don't do that sort of thing. Tell him to go about his business.
अच्छा Colonel Saab, हम ब्रिटिश लोग के लिए ये ठीक नहीं है. आप लोग जल्दी चले जाइए.
आपके पास कुछ बेचने के लिए नहीं है?
Beg your pardon, sir. I reckon they could be smugglers carrying contretemps.
Sergeant Major Saab is totally correct. There is much smuggling in these passes, and they also do the running of the guns, Saab.
I reckon we should search their baggage, sir.
What do you think, Ashwood?
I think it's going a bit far, you know. After all, it is their private property.
With respect, sir, it's hardly their private property if they pinched it from us in the first place.
Quite. Search the baggage.
Right, cover them. Better tell them what we're doing.
अच्छा Sergeant Major Saab.
ए, हम लोग आपका सामान में देखेगा। हम लोग गरीब आदमी हैं।
What do you say, bearer?
Sergeant Major Saab, he say, what traders?
Oh dear. Search their baggage.
What, me?
Yes, you. Search them saddlebags.
But there might be all sorts of things in them.
That's just exactly why you is going to look. Graham, give him a hand.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Excuse me, the Sergeant Major says I have to have a little ferret in your portmanteau. Here, what's this?
Oh, Saab, that is most precious. That is 100 years old egg.
100 years old?
It's a great delicacy with the Chinese.
Be careful you're not dropping it, sir.
Ask him what else he's got in here.
अच्छा साहब, ए, उसमें और क्या है?
इसमें थोड़ा सोना, ऊद और थोड़ी जड़ी बूटी है।
अच्छा, साहब, he say you have a little gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
He's a bit late, isn't he?
Here, what's this?
What have you found, Bombardier?
That is powdered rhinoceros horn, Sergeant Major Saab.
Powdered rhinoceros horn? What on earth do they do with that?
Well, they do say it's very efficacious, sir. Oh, sir.
Saab, you put it in tea and make you feel, oh.
Sergeant Major, what about this lot over here?
He has found a load of books, sir. He is a very alert soldier. Put him back, Colonel Parkins. We is not concerned with books today.
They're pretty hot stuff, sir. There's pictures of men and girls with nothing on.
Show me, boy. Holy mackerel! Colonel Parkins, sir. Go and guard Mrs. What do you love heaven, sir?
Yes, sir.
Disgusting. Let's have a look.
It's there.
Yes, quite right.
I mean, a chap must have a pretty poor opinion of his wife to allow that sort of thing.
Well, maybe they is not married, sir.
Oh, come on. There are limits, you know.
Quite right, sir. We can't have these falling into the wrong hands.
There. Tell them we're keeping these and they better get cracking and be on their way.
अच्छा कर्नल साहब, सुनो, ये किताब हम लोग के लिए है. आप लोग जाने पड़ेगा जितना जल्दी हो सके.
मेरे आदमी के सामने मेरी बेइज्जती की है।
कर्नल साहब, he is very angry. And say that you make him lose his face before his men.
चाहे 1000 साल लगे, हम इसका बदला जरूर लूंगा।
And he say he will have the revenge, even if it takes up to 1,000 years.
What do you think, Ashwood?
It seems an awfully long time.
अच्छा, चलो, हम जा रहे।
Oh, there he is going, sir.
Just as well. I don't like to be spoken to like that.
I think we should be moving too, sir.
Yes. We'll never be in Fort Kabut before dark at this rate.
All right, let's go. Right!
This is a lovely way to spend an evening.
Mister! I know you came from that truck!
I say, we're not staying here the night, are we?
It doesn't look very cosy.
But I was expecting a proper outpost with an officer's mess and a flagpole.
Colonel Graham! Over your anti-double!
शालामार देखा, ताज महल देखा, मस्जिद देखा, बाग देखा, लेकिन नहीं देखी कभी ऐसी क्रमी प्लेस.
Shut up! Oh, see you, Mr. Lardy-Dar, Colonel Graham. You said that this was a fort. You did not say that it was a deserted fort. I should have thought they'd have told you the difference before they let you graticulate from that university.
I'm terribly sorry, Sergeant Major.
No, I'm terribly sorry, Sergeant Major.
Why don't we go on to our destination?
What's up? Do not go on road tonight. Very soon it will be dark with shiny full moon, and the Naki Pathans will come out with their rifles and take potty shots at us British.
The bearer's quite right, sir. I think we should post sentries and keep you all the night.
Oh, drat. Warm pink gin again.
Nevertheless, we do as the Sergeant Major suggests.
Can I have a word with you, Minister?
Yes, of course.
We've got just one problem by here, sir. Mrs. What do you love heavens?
Why is she a problem?
Well, sir, some of the men have seen them books and, well, I know I is always referring to them as a shower of puffs, but, never know, sir. One or two of them might be a bit,
Yes, I do understand. Well, what do you suggest?
Well, sir, we'll have 2 men guarding the ramparts and, 1 guarding Mrs. What do you love heavens. And I'll find her a place to sleep, sir, which gives her a little bit of privation.
Yes. Good. Do that, will you? She can sleep in that cubbyhole thing over there, and we'll use this one over here.
Good, sir, and I'll stick something up in front of both particles. Come here, Beaumont!
Sergeant Major!
Well, over here, then look sharp, be dark soon. Get a clock! Get a fire started! Get cracking! Now, Bombardier, I got a little job for you, what is right up your street.
Tell me, what is on the menu tonight, Muhammed?
Very special curried goat and chapati rangi.
Acha, you know, it is amazing that after many years in India, we British become very fond of Indian food.
Hey, Bombardier,
You mind them donkeys we saw on the road a while back?
Yes?
I could eat one of them right now between 2 slices of bread.
I wish I wasn't so artistic and sensitive. I wish I was more sort of basic and earthy like you. I mean, a couple of slices of donkey and one of them dirty books, you're in paradise, aren't you?
Oh, who goes there?
Yes, hold on, there!
All right, so I mean. Lieutenant Clark and me has paroled the perimeter and 200 yards beyond.
It was exciting, wasn't it, Sergeant Major?
It's all clear, but there's plenty of cover, so keep your eyes skinned. Now, Bombardier, you turned it off the officers' quarters and them of Mrs. What-he-love Heavens.
Well, the curtaining didn't quite work out right, so I improvised. Would you like to have a look? It's the middle piece of my Minnehaha scene. It's my teepee.
Here it is, Sergeant Major. Got the gin, Ashwood?
Yes, sir, here it is.
I expect Mrs. What-he-love Evans would like a slaughter. Present our compliments, will you, and ask her if she would care to join us?
Oh.
She's over here. It's for our new production number. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do.
जिसकी बात कर रहे हैं ग्लोरिया साहब, उसका नाम है मेम साहब पुडिंग क्लब.
You've not heard the end of this, Bombardier. Is she in there?
Knock and see.
Who's there? Good evening, Sergeant Major.
Evening, ma'am. The Colonel's compliments said he would like you to join him and Captain Ashwood for a
snooter.
Shut up!
What a delicious idea.
Do sit down, Daphne.
Oh, silly me. I wonder, would you mind getting something out of my shoe?
Yes, certainly.
That one, foolish boy, that one.
Frightfully sorry.
It's my scarf. It's on the truckle.
Absolutely first class.
Charles.
Don't.
I just had to see you alone. I can't bear to be without you tonight.
You can't come into my wigwam.
Couldn't you sneak into my shoe?
Too risky. Someone might see.
Let's meet at midnight on the ramparts.
He's coming back.
Don't forget, Charles, the ramparts, midnight.
Ramparts, midnight.
Moonlight becomes you. It goes with your hair.
Yeah, eerie though, isn't it?
Yeah, and chilly.
I don't know whether I'm cold or scared.
Whatever is you wearing, gonna park it.
It's my Flanagan and Allen coat.
We only had one great coat, Sergeant Major.
Keep your eyes skinned. You can never trust them batons, not for a second.
Isn't it romantic? The stars, the moon, the mountains and us.
Yes, and all our cares left behind in Diolali.
When my husband finds you, he's going to horsewhip you.
Is he? How tall is he?
Let's not think about that.
No, don't let's.
It's so wild and savage and primitive here. It makes me feel wild and savage and primitive. Does it make you feel wild and savage and primitive?
Up to a point, yes.
Show me.
I tell you what, I've got a flask of whiskey in my haversack. Let's share that, and then we can really let it rip.
We'll really let it rip.
Yes, don't go away.
उठा के लेगा अंदर पे डाल के
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, so far.
Anything I can do?
No, I don't think so. Yes, go to sleep.
anything?
No, nothing, Sergeant Major.
Go and patrol the other side.
Yes, if you say so.
Don't turn round. You look just as you did the first night we met. Remember? It was that ball at Government House. And you slipped out onto the roof garden to look at the moon. And I chased you over the roof. And we both fell through the fanlight. Darling, you look so damned attractive, standing there with the fanlight in your hair. Daphne, look at me. Look at me, Daphne.
Rather not, sir.
Where's Daphne?
Hands up! What would your Beaumont say he has seen two figures running?
Shall I go after him, Sergeant?
No, it might be a trap.
It's Daphne! Daphne! Daphne!
Shut up!
Daphne! Daphne!
Excuse me, sir. Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans isn't in her shoes, sir.
One of the figures was dragging somebody. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped!
That's steady on.
How can I be steady on? It's the woman I love! Daphne! Daphne!
What's that? Oh, no, stop! Don't touch it, don't touch it. You see, when they take prisoner, the Pathans have a habit which is very nasty. They cut off head.
Not Daphne.
They couldn't do it. The swine.
There's only one way to find out. Somebody must open that sack. Sugden.
Sergeant Major.
Open that sack.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, dear me. What is in the sack, huh? Is it what we all hope it is not? A piece of Mrs. Waddy-Love Evans? If so, which piece? If not, will the Colonel Saab and us brave men rescue her? In order to find out the answer to this and many other puzzlements, watch and look out for next week's thrilling installment.